Hello everyone, this will be a long episode, so get comfortable. Enjoy. This is Fort Breendonk. It's a fort just near Antwerp, a historical city. Let's get some history through it. In the First World War it was used by the Belgian army, and after that it was used by the German army, I think. I have some videos I made to show, but not because I want to video, but I want you to just give you the experience in my eyes, how I saw it, what I walked on, which history it was. But let's go on. In the Second World War, the Netherlands and Belgium were on the same time attacked, and around 4 days after it they gave up. That was in 1940. Some days later, or a week later, France gave up. And yeah, that was the first half of the Second World War, but yeah. If you think about the First World War, it's historical, but not many people talk about it. And the Second World War, everyone talks about, because it left so many scars for so many people. It's just sometimes horrifying what people went through, and just miraculous that some people can tell the story. Just like this fortress Breendonk. The stories are horrifying, and they were just shocking, because you won't think about it every day. But people went through it, but not everyone can tell a story, because they're now dead. There was a room, because when you enter the fortress, you can see a couple of rooms where you can go through. And one room were some pictures of young men. I think the oldest one was 23. And this room was a decision room where Germans or other people thought who they should hang. Most people who were sent through this camp were just people. They were sent because they thought they were spies, or were betrayed because they thought they were spies. But a big shocker, most people weren't even spies. They were just people they were just trying to survive the Second World War. But yeah, they weren't all so lucky. When you go further in the fortress, you get a weird feeling. Eerie feelings. Just what you see. And sometimes it's just horrifying. The stories you get told, it's just scary. What you just saw was where the people who forced to live in Breendonk. There were times you can see. There was a timer how soldiers and prisoners went through the day. They started around 5 in the morning and went to sleep around 10 or 9 or 8. Doesn't matter. It's very horrifying. And why I'm using it, because there was a torture room. And there was kind of drain that was in the ground. It was just open. And at the end there was a little hole. And the room just looked like a cave. There were some chains hanging from the ceiling and some other things. But the drain was for all the blood and urine from all the torture and everything. It's just awful. And people went through it. Most of them died of exhaustion from that. But some of them went through it. I have respect for that. That they survived this horrifying experience that they didn't deserve. And what just came through for them was just messed up. I can't get why people thought about this. Maybe it were orders, but some enemies just found this funny. They were told to be this funny. That's dark. I'm showing you some footage of the terrain, and it's just normal footage, but when I walked on it, it felt very unnerving. The stories, everything, and this was just before you were done with this fortress. You can go home. But most of the people didn't go home. And I'm not talking about now, but I'm talking about history. Where people went through is messed up. And how people were killed there was unnerving. Around 23 people were hanged. If you think from, hey, that's not enough to find it horrifying, that's weird if you say that. When only one person gets hanged, I just lose it. It's just scary. You also get some history of one of the famous concentration camps, Auschwitz, Birkenau, in Poland, where you get stories about that a young boy saw that a SS officer threw some infants in a grave, but the infants were alive. But they just buried them, buried alive. That moment, I just was silent. I only thought about that. Some moments later, I walked out of that room, knowing that happened. most of the most of this later I just was silent. I made my footage and then I left. It was sad. It wasn't needed. And still it happened. If you know there's a concentration camp near you and you went there, I think you know the feeling. It wasn't needed. It didn't have to happen. But still there were things. Just like this. Here died people. It's just now empty, but here were people hanged. That's scary. There's here you can see the train above. You can see the bridge. And here you can see everyone who died. 184 people were shot. 23 were hanged. 49 died of conditions. Maybe because they were sick. Or maybe they couldn't go further. Maybe they were beaten to death or tortured. That's history. The prisons were awful. People must stand every day, and then they would sleep on just a shelf. Watch this. Goodbye, everyone.
It's not the frequent beatings that make Breendonk so unbearable. It's not the little food that we are given to eat, nor the back-breaking work that we are forced to do. What makes Breendonk so unbearable are the nights. During the nights, you're overcome with homesickness when you lie alone on your bed and think of your family and friends. During the nights, you're overcome with grief when you hear your neighbor sobbing softly. He buries his head in his straw sack on his bed, trying to muffle the sound of his crying, but you still hear him. During the nights, you're overcome with terror when you hear the howls of other prisoners as they are tortured, as well as the shouts and cheers of the SS. And I don't know when it will be my turn. SS men walk through the corridors, shooting their guns and interrupting what little sleep we can steal. Sometimes they rush into our rooms and drag us out of bed and march us to the courtyard where we have to stand for hours in the middle of the night, in the cold and in the rain, until they are too tired or too drunk to bully us anymore. During the nights at Breendonk, I lie on my damp straw sack, wondering who double-crossed me. Thankful that I have survived another day, but afraid of what the next will bring. It's Saturday evening. The door to our barrack room swings open unexpectedly, and a man is thrown inside by 2 SS men. His face is completely bloodied from many beatings. Carefully, we place him on the bed and undress him. He's covered with bruises, open wounds, burns. No part of his body has been untouched by his torturers. We've never seen a man in such a horrible condition before. We ask his name, but he can't speak anymore. It turns out he's an important person, but to us, he's just a wreck. Tomorrow's Sunday, you can rest, our room leader tells him. But on Monday morning, everybody must go back to work, including this badly beaten man. We have to carry him to the work site, where the SS men abuse him all day. The next day, we take the man to the work site again. There, he is forced to balance himself on a pole, where the SS guards pelt him with stones until he collapses. Then we are ordered to take the unconscious man back to our barrack room. We lay him on his bed. Later, when we come back after our day of hard labor, we try to be as quiet as possible. We have all saved a piece of bread from our dinner to give him when he wakes up. He dies that night. 1 month later, Belgium is liberated. I stare. My big brother. You almost can't see anymore. They crushed your glasses. You are so exhausted by the heavy work. It's March, but the earth you have to dig up is still frozen. The SS beat you into the ice-cold water of the moat, time and time again. I try to help you, but I'm kicked out of the way. And then they throw you in a hole. They bury you alive. I dig you out with my bare hands. You die in my arms. The SS make us sing, sing as we carry your mutilated body away. So, I stare. I stare at your empty bed, where a new prisoner will take your place tomorrow.
This was Breendonk. This was live. Goodbye, everyone.